I'm Karen Riley from the Mission Valley Branch Library, and today our team is very happy to present to you this video about how to make a replica of a 17th century plague doctor mask. I hope you enjoy it.
My name's Lally. I'm going to teach you how to make masks like these guys. They won't protect you from coronavirus, but they do look cool. You'll need newspaper, school glue, scissors, string, a ruler, scotch tape, a bottle cap large enough to cover your eye, some permanent markers, a bowl for glue mixture, a large cylindrical container about the size of your head, a circular object about 4 inches in diameter, some rubber gloves, some fist-sized rocks or old paperbacks, some plastic wrapper or plastic bag to cover the head-sized container, and something to color your finished mask. To make the nose cone of your mask, fold a 2-page spread of newspaper into fourths. Tape a marker to the end of the ruler. Then draw a quarter circle across the paper opposite the folds. Cut along the line and open it out to make a full circle. Cut along one of the folds to the center and stop. You should have a sort of Pac-Man shape. Then take one of the cut sides and roll the circle up into a cone to make your nose. Hold the open end of the cone up to your face to make sure it just fits over your nose and mouth. Then tape the edges of the cone to make sure it holds its shape. Next, we're going to make your face mask. Pretend for a second that this creepy mask is a person's face. Cut 3 or 4 inches of string and use it to measure from the inside corner of one of your eyes up over the bridge of your nose to the inside corner of your other eye. Take another 2-page sheet of newspaper and fold it into fourths. Halfway down the folded side of the paper, mark a straight line in from the crease half the length of the piece of string. Trace around the bottle cap so the circle just touches the line to make the eye hole. Center the 4-inch container a third of the way along the straight line and trace, then draw curved lines up from the bottom and down from the top of the circle. Add around a 1/2-inch border. You don't have to be precise because you'll trim some away. Cut along the outside line, then snip the middle of the smaller circle and cut out the eye holes. Unfold and you should have 2 mask shapes. Hold the mask and cone up to your face so the mask and cone overlap at the bottom of the mask and the top of the cone, and make sure you can see out the eye holes and the cone covers your nose and mouth. You can trim the outside if it's too large for your face, then tape the cone and mask together at the top of the cone and the bottom of the mask. Now comes the messy part. Time to put on your gloves and cover your work area with newspaper. Tear a few sheets of newspaper into long strips, then cover your head-sized container with a plastic bag or plastic wrap and secure it with string. Lay the container on its side and prop it in place so it doesn't roll around. Apply a thin layer of glue to the back of your mask, then place it glue side down on the plastic wrap, and if necessary, add a few pieces of tape to hold it in place. Next, mix together roughly equal amounts of glue and water in your shallow bowl. If you don't have glue, you can make paper mache paste by mixing 1 part flour with 1 part water until smooth. Then add 3 parts boiling water and stir constantly until the mixture goes from opaque to translucent. Let cool. For example, you would make about 1 cup of paste. You would mix 1/4 cup flour and 1/4 cup water until smooth, and then add to 3/4 cup of boiling water. Dip a newspaper strip into the glue mixture and apply it to the cone, starting at the point and working towards the mask and covering the join between the mask and the cone. Alternate the direction of the paper strips as you apply them to the mask, making sure to avoid the eye holes. Now that you're just watching me apply strips of paper to this mask, I figure I'd give you some background on what plague doctors actually were. Back before Western doctors understood the modern theory of disease, they thought what might cause sickness was bad smells or other invisible nasty things drifting through the air, but they had no idea it was viruses and bacteria. so they would cover their faces with the plague doctor mask and stuff the nose cone with things that smelled good in the hopes of keeping sickness at bay, like flowers and spices, and then they would cover their whole body with a kind of proto-hazmat suit made of leather or waxed canvas to keep droplets of nasty invisible stuff from landing on them. And since it was a kind of proto-hazmat suit, sometimes it actually worked. If you do wear one of these masks outside around other people, please wear it on top of a reusable, washable fabric face mask that you can put through the wash or spray down with disinfectant or boil, because this paper mache mask will definitely not survive you doing any of those things to it, and you don't want to make anyone else sick even if the mask looks really cool and you want to show off. Have fun! After you've built up 3 layers, take your other mask shape, dip it into the glue mixture, and apply it over the final layer of strips, then leave to dry overnight. When your mask is dry, it should come away from the plastic wrap without sticking. Hold it up to your face and make sure it fits and you can see out the eye holes and the cone covers your nose and mouth. Flip your mask over so you're looking at the inside of the nose cone. Then pour some more glue water mixture into the cone and spread it so it covers the whole inside, maybe adding some undiluted glue. Apply more newspaper strips to cover the join between the mask and cone on the inside and reinforce any weak areas, then leave to dry. Use your scissors to trim any ragged edges from your mask. Then use the point of the scissors to poke holes to either side of the eyes so you can tie the mask on. To color my finished mask, I'm just using black Sharpie, but you could use anything you have around the house, from markers or paint to glitter or magazine pages, or just plain white or colored paper applied to the outside with more glue and water paste. If you want to make the inside look neat too, you can apply plain colored or white paper with more glue and water paste and leave to dry.